Hail! New day, new opportunity to gather together as we read the Word. Today we're picking up with Hezekiah's story with 2 Kings chapter 18, verses 19 to 37. Here we go. Then the Assyrian king's chief of staff told them to give this message to Hezekiah. This is what the king of Assyria says. What are you trusting in that makes you so confident? Do you think that mere words can substitute for military skill and strength? Who are you counting on that you have rebelled against me? On Egypt? If you lean on Egypt, it will be like a reed that splinters beneath your weight and pierces your hand. Pharaoh, the king of Egypt, is completely unreliable. But perhaps you will say to me, we are trusting in Yahweh our God. But isn't he the one who was insulted by Hezekiah? Didn't Hezekiah tear down his shrines and altars and make everyone in Judah and Jerusalem worship only at the altar here in Jerusalem? I tell you what, strike a bargain with my master, the king of Assyria. I will give you 2,000 horses if you can find that many men to ride them. With your tiny army, how do you think you can challenge even the weakest contingent of my master's troops, even with the help of Egypt's chariots and charioteers? What more, do you think that we have invaded your land without Yahweh's direction? Yahweh himself told us, attack this land and destroy it. And Eliakim, son of Hilkiah, Shebna, and Joah said to the Assyrian chief of staff, Please speak to us in Aramaic, for we understand it well. Don't speak in the dialect of Judah, for the people on the wall will hear. But Sennacherib's chief of staff replied, Do you think my master sent this message only to you and your master? He wants all the people to hear it. For when we put this city under siege, they will suffer along with you. They will be so hungry and thirsty, they will eat their own feces and drink their own piss. And then the chief of staff stood and shouted in Hebrew, the dialect of Judah, to the people on the wall, Listen to this message from the great king of Assyria. This is what the king says. Don't let Hezekiah deceive you. He will never be able to rescue you from my power. Don't let him fool you by trusting in Yahweh, by saying Yahweh will surely rescue us. The city will never fall into the hands of the Assyrian king. Don't listen to Hezekiah. These are the terms the king of Assyria is offering. Make peace with me. Open the gates and come out. Then each of you can continue eating from your own grapevine and fig tree and drinking from your own well. Then I will arrange to take you to another land like this one, a land of grain and new wine, bread and vineyards, olive groves and honey. Choose life instead of death. Don't listen to Hezekiah when he tries to mislead you by saying Yahweh will rescue us. What gods of any other nations have ever saved their people from the king of Assyria? What happened to the gods of Hamath or Arphad? What happened about the gods of Saravaim or Hena and Ivah? Did any god rescue Samaria from my power? What god of any nation has ever been able to save its people from my power? So what makes you think Yahweh can rescue Jerusalem from me? But the people didn't answer. They were silent. They did not utter a word because Hezekiah commanded them, Do not answer him. Then Eliakim, son of Hilkiah, the palace administrator, Shebna, the court secretary, and Joah, son of Asaph, the royal historian, went back to Hezekiah. They tore their clothes in despair, and they went to see the king and told him what the Assyrian chief of staff had said.